Hey,
How are you?
I'm great.
All right, so let's get right into it. How do you feel about the sneaker community and where is it going right now?
I think, especially here locally, it's evolving. So, a few years ago, you would see mainly Jordans and Yeezys for the most part as you're walking around, but I think it's becoming more sophisticated and more diverse, which is great. So starting to see different brands, shoes that are maybe not the most hype shoes, but have some history to them. So I think it's a maturing community here.
Last but not least, what are your top 10 kicks in 2019?
All right, so my list will probably not be like everyone else's. Starting off number 10, Todd Snyder, New Balance 990 V3. So one of the best New Balance silhouettes to me, the V3. And then, we all know the classic gray, but in his case, he put some brown hues on it, added some leather to it, looks really sharp. Easy shoe to throw on. Number 9, the New Balance 801, what they call bring back, which is like the Nike term for retro. New Balance calls it bring back. That was a classic 90s trail shoe. And it was really nice to see New Balance starting to bring back some of the catalog where the shoes are just too old now to be able to wear the ones that I used to have. Number 8, the Tom Sachs Mars Yard overshoe. Pretty crazy shoe, not the easiest to wear, but I love how he keeps pushing the limits in terms of design. And I like quirky design, so I went with that one at 8. Number 7, definitely haven't heard this on anybody's list, but it's the Red Wings times New Balance 997. What I like is they took specific design elements and quality from Red Wing boots and put it into a New Balance shoe, which is obviously known for quality, but added some just the next level of premium to that. I'm a big fan of that. Number 6, the Jound Reebok Club C. So it's a really simple shoe, but everything Jound does, it's really more about precision and execution. I just think, if you're wearing a more complex outfit and you need just a simple shoe to kind of tone it down so you're not head to toe crazy, it's a perfect shoe for that. So number 5, the Aimé Leon Dore 997. So really love how they kind of shifted from the traditional gray to more of a cream, added some pops of color to that. Easy to wear shoe, and I really like the cream laces and little subtle touches there. Number 4, you may be seeing a trend. Concepts New Balance, the S-Ruck. So in particular, Dion at Concepts always hits the right color hues and really premium quality. On this one in particular, I think that the combination of kind of pink and purple hues on that shoe are just fantastic. It's the antithesis of the Jound shoe, where this one pops. You just gotta wear basic stuff and that shoe stands out. Number 3, we got an ASIC. So Angelo's shoe at Awake with the Kayano 360. The midsole, like that milky midsole, is so good, and I really like the green and silver combination on the upper, just a really nice looking shoe, and one of the rare times where they do kind of a combination, midsole upper swap that looks really nice as a hybrid. Number 2, the Aimé Leon Dore 990 V2. I think just the simplification of that, but taking the gray and adding a few colors to it, the yellow laces pop great. Teddy really killed that shoe. And then finally, my lone Nike on the list, the green Sakai LD Waffle. So I really like how the doubling up on everything at first. I wasn't quite sure if I was gonna like it, but as I started to wear it, actually is one of those that catches your eye, but it's not too out there. And I found it's pretty easy to wear with a lot of different looks. There's my list.
What up, what up?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. Can't complain.
Yes, indeed.
How do you feel about the sneaker community as a whole, and how do you feel about it in Dallas? Like, where is it going right now?
The sneaker community as a whole. I guess you could consider me an OG, so I've never had this much trouble copping sneakers ever. You know what I mean? So, I'm kind of from the days of, not having so much trouble to be able to get a dope sneaker. So I guess I don't really like that element of it, but where things are going, the collabs, everything that's happening in the sneaker culture, I'm really a fan of. The sneaker culture in Dallas, I also think it's good because you have places like Center, where we are now, who I've seen from the beginning go from a very small room to all the things you see now, and also to another location. So it's really dope, how it's grown over the years. I've been living here since 2005, so it's really grown a lot. and I'm a big fan, definitely.
Top 10 kicks in 2019.
What the pressure, man? How we gonna narrow it to 10 kicks, man? Hey, it is what it is. All right, so number 10. And you know, I'm sort of all over the place with my list because, you know, it's just a personal thing. I don't really do too much of the hype beast stuff, but the Stranger Things Tailwind, the number 10, just a sleek classic shoe. You can't ever go wrong with a runner. You know, I'm a fan of the Kelly Green, so, you know, it's one of my shoes that I keep in a rotation for sure, just to run around in. Number 9, the Travis Scott Jordan 1. I mean, it's just a dope all-around kick. The colorway is dope. The reverse swoosh, I was really a fan of that. So, you know, the wax strings and all of that. So I really like that in that shoe. Number 8, the Blue the Great Mid. I mean, I've been knowing Blue since I've moved here, and to see what he was doing back then and what he's doing now, I mean, I had to add it to the top 10 list, no question about that. Number 7, the Sacai, the OG colorway, the green, black, and orange. I loved it. You know, it's just a dope shoe. The double sole, it just had a unique look, and it's a very comfortable shoe for sure. Number 6, the Off-White Dunk. I haven't heard anybody say that. I mean, how can you go wrong with the Off-White Dunk? I mean, the Dunk itself is just a classic shoe. So to get the whole cosign from Virgil and, you know, come with the dope ill strings going all over the shoe, I think that's really dope. Number 5, the Clot Air Force 1. Just uniqueness in every sense of the word. The fact that you can pull off the upper, you got a dope layer under the shoe. Can't go wrong with that ever. Number 4, ironically, the Bread 4. I mean, just a classic shoe. You can't ever go wrong with that. You know, it's just a Jordan brand shoe. The Nike Air on the back made it really dope. Okay, so the number 3, the Amy Leon Dore 997, pardon me, New Balance. Just a dope all-around shoe. I wasn't lucky to get the shoe, but it was still a dope shoe of 2019. Number 2, a lot of people debated me on this between this and the Sacai, but the Undercover Daybreak, the blue, black, and white one. I mean, craftsmanship, quality, you can't beat it. And number 1, the Travis Scott 6. I love the 6, I'm a 6 guy, you know, OG, Jordan. So any colorway, I have so many different colorways of the 6. It's one of my favorite shoes, so that's it. Top 10.